The Miami Heat have owned the Knicks and Boston Celtics over the last decade. And as you guys know, we are in the midst of a sub-battle with our Celtics Today channel and Knicks Now channel. Now, the last time I had you guys with an update, we had a pretty sizable lead. Now today, cut into a little bit. Celtics and Knicks went on a little run. We still hold the lead, but I want more. I want to put the Knicks and Celtics channels in the dirt. So hit that sub button. You won't regret it because you will be informed on anything Miami Heat, news, rumors, Damian Lillard trade rumors as well. Hit that sub button. Let's beat the Knicks and Celtics and keep our momentum rolling into the regular season. Welcome back into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Nic Rohloff, and on today's show, we have a wild Damian Lillard trade idea. And when I say wild, I mean absolutely bonkers wild. 4 teams, the Blazers get like 10 players, like it's absolutely insane. So I want to break this down for you guys and talk about it if it would work for Miami and see if it makes sense. Well, we'll start with the 3 teams, then we'll get to see what Portland gets as well. But this is one where the 76ers get Herro, Clippers get James Harden, but the Heat in totality get Damian Lillard and Marcus Morris Sr. from the Clippers. 76ers get Herro, Caleb Martin, Robert Covington, and 2 second-round picks in 2028 and 29 from the Miami Heat. The Clippers get James Harden and PJ Tucker, and the deal does not stop there. Look at what Portland gets in this Damian Lillard trade idea from Bleacher Report. Kyle Lowry, Nikola Jovic, Nick Batum, Kobe Brown, Amir Coffey, Jason Preston, 2 first-round picks unprotected from Miami, and 2 first-round picks from the Los Angeles Clippers. Unreal deal where Portland just gets an absolute haul. And if I've got to be honest with you guys, this might be the wildest trade idea I have ever seen. I mean, it's hard to even comprehend the Blazers getting 8 players and 4 first-round picks just for giving up Damian Lillard. Like, does that really make sense? 8 players and 4 first-round picks. I get a lot of moving parts between James Harden, Tyler Herro, so they're worth a lot of picks. But why is Portland getting all of those assets? 8 players, 4 first-round picks. Are you kidding me? I don't really think that makes sense for Damian Lillard. We're going to break down this trade more in depth in a second. But I want to ask you guys up front, would you do this trade? Type A for accept, type D for decline. The Heat are getting Damian Lillard and Marcus Morris, so let me know down in the comment section. I would do this trade. It sucks that we're giving him Nikola Jovic, but I love getting Marcus Morris back. He would be an excellent addition to this Miami Heat ball club. He embodies Heat culture. He's got that dog mentality, and Marcus Morris would be a very fun addition to this Heat roster. And I do want to look at what the Heat roster would look like if that deal were to go through. Is it likely that that is a final deal and will happen? No, I am going to go out on a limb here and bet that Damian Lillard and James Harden will not be traded in the same deal. But this is what the Heat starting 5 would look like. You got Lillard and Josh Richardson in the backcourt, Jimmy Butler and Marcus Morris on the wings, and then you got Bam Adebayo anchoring this Heat team in the center position with Jaime Jaquez Jr. on the bench. So you get to keep Jaquez, you get to keep Duncan Robinson, and you've also got Thomas Bryant, Haywood Highsmith, Kevin Love, and Orlando Robinson. And then with this Heat roster, all you would really have to do is add a vet min shooter, and you're probably all set, and you're ready to rock and roll into the season, and you could win an NBA title. And there would be about 3 to 4 roster spots available for the Miami Heat that they could go out and get vet min guys, or they can maybe just make the two-way deals of Jamari Bouye in the Summer League or Jamal Cain standard deals, and they could fill out the end of that Miami Heat roster. But I do want to take a look at Marcus Morris Sr. and what he could bring to this Miami Heat team, because he is a power forward / small forward that fits in this Heat roster really well, and he provides a lot of offense. When you look at what Marcus Morris did in the playoff career, he's played in 67 games, which is basically an entire season. And we know the Heat would be playing in the postseason a lot with Damian Lillard, Jimmy, and Bam. So you're going to need a player that isn't going to shy away from the moment. And when he does play in the postseason, he averages 12.6 points per game, 5 rebounds. But the thing I love most is his efficiency. 43% from the field is outstanding, but you know what's even better than that? 40.7% from beyond the arc, and it's not like he's taking 1-3 a game in the postseason. He's chucking up 4.5 shots. So Marcus Morris would be a very intriguing addition to this Miami Heat roster that would be able to play well in the postseason as well as the regular season as a stretch four next to Bam Adebayo. We're going to talk about Marcus Morris more in depth in a second here, but just at first glance, would you be happy with the Heat acquiring Marcus Morris in a massive multi-team trade with getting Damian Lillard? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comments section. We also got a fantastic deal for you guys at our link here, chatsports.com/Heat sweatshirt. You're going to get this sick Miami Heat sweatshirt for $44 off. If you remember us promoting this the other day, because I wanted to get you guys in on this deal, it was close to $48 off. It's already moving back a little bit, so you're wasting time. You're literally losing money by not going out and getting it right now. Chatsports.com/Heat sweatshirt. Mine's in the mail. Mine's on the way. I had to cop it. It's going to be in the comments and description of today's video, so don't waste any time. Grab a sick Miami Heat sweatshirt and rock it with me throughout this NBA season. Let's move back to Marcus Morris Sr. because he has played very well for the Los Angeles Clippers over the past 4 seasons. He was with the New York Knicks, and he was a all-star potential caliber player, and he has put up numbers the last 4 seasons with the Los Angeles Clippers. In 2019-20, he averaged 16.7 points per game, and then he's only declined a little bit, put up 15 points last season. But one thing I want to note of you guys, look at the shooting percentages for Marcus Morris Sr. He is a little bit of a volume shooter, but I can't even knock him for being a volume shooter, considering the fact he has always been efficient. 42.6% from the field being his worst season over the last 4 years when he primarily takes jump shots. That's solid. And you just look into the three-point numbers because the Heat are going to need shooting to surround Bam, Dame, and Jimmy, hypothetically. 40.8, 47.3, 36.7, 36.5%. He is known as a three-point marksman and can get the job done, spacing the floor in between Jimmy and Bam, who we know they like to live at the rim, at the free throw line. And I want to go back to the postseason numbers because when the lights are the brightest, the defense tightens up, you're going to need a role player to space the floor and knock down shots when the best players on the team, like Jimmy, like Bam, like Dame, get double-teamed. And Marcus Morris will not shy away. He'll get the rock. He'll either pump fake, attack the cup and finish, or he'll knock down the jumper like he has been doing 40.7% from three in the postseason from beyond the arc. And that's kind of why I like him a lot, because he is a very solid stretch four. One thing that we have always talked about with the Heat's roster construction over the past 3 to 4 years is the need for a real power forward next to Bam Adebayo. We thought we had it with P.J. Tucker, but obviously that was a one-year deal. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they couldn't get over the hump and make it to the NBA Finals with Tucker. Adding a real power forward that can stretch the floor would do wonders for this Heat offense, and Marcus Morris isn't the best defender, but I think the trade-off is worth it with his offense because you can hide him a little bit defensively when you have a Jimmy, a Bam, and potentially Josh Richardson as well. Let's recap now what the Heat received in this trade and what the Heat lost in this trade where they got Damian Lillard. So they get Damian Lillard, they get Marcus Morris Sr., and this is what they give up to get the deal done. In totality, it's Tyler Herro, Kyle Lowry, Nikola Jovic, and Caleb Martin. That's a lot of players, and it's a lot of good trade assets, but you're also giving up 2 unprotected first-round picks in 27 and 29, and 2 unprotected second-round picks in 28 and 29. So a lot of picks as well as those 4 players getting Damian Lillard and Marcus Morris. I kind of outlined what Marcus Morris could bring to the table. You guys know what Damian Lillard could bring to the table, but I want to know what you guys think about this trade now. Type HY if you're doing the trade, hell yes, or type HN for hell no. I know the Heat are giving up a lot in this trade, but I think it could be worth getting Damian Lillard and Marcus Morris, so let me know in the comment section. Send it in and get Dame to the 305. I'm kind of getting impatient a little bit, and I know you have to have the guts. You have to have the Heat culture, willing to sit out and play the long game, not rush, not give up assets you don't have to give up to get Damian Lillard. But I want Dame on the Heat so bad. I cannot wait for him to be rocking the white the red, the black, maybe even some new Vice jerseys. It would hit like crack if we're just going to be straight up honest. That trade notification needs to happen soon. Plus, you get Marcus Morris Sr. I would be all in for this trade. I know the Heat are giving up a lot, but I'm sending it in, sending Dame to the 305, getting Marcus Morris Sr. as well. It could be an unreal roster for your Miami Heat that would ultimately lead to a championship in my eyes. That'll do it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in and staying throughout the entirety of today's show. Make sure you hit that sub button so we can destroy the poverty Boston Celtics, the poverty New York Knicks. We packed them up in the postseason this past year. I want to keep on doing that in the real hardwood and in the Chat Sports studios. So make sure you hit that sub button, and I'll see you tomorrow with the latest on the Miami Heat news and rumors.